Hey guys, IC Alexander here again, and today I want to do a video just sort of to sum up my experiences with Ninja Paintball, and just sort of what's gone on with them. And it's a great experience. They gave me some great CS, so thought I'd give them a bit of a shout out. So to give you a little bit of background, I had purchased one of their Ninja 5045 tanks, and I did a review on it, and you guys can go check that out if you like. Anyways, this is going back about 6 weeks ago. I pull it out of storage. I'd actually had it sitting in my gear bag. It'd been shot all the way down. There was no pressure in it at all. And it had sat, and I pulled it out. Nothing had fallen on it at all, anything like that. And it had formed spider cracks in the gel coat. And apparently, that's a pretty common issue for some reason with the specific formulation they were using when my tank had been produced. So they knew this was a common issue, so they really stepped up to the plate. And what they did is they created a program. You go, you fill out your serial number, your name, some other information if you have any comments, and then after that, submit it. They send you a prepaid UPS label. You send them your tank. They redo the gel coat, send it back to you, and it's all good. Or at least that's how it should work in theory. Anyways, so I got the prepaid UPS label, took my tank, boxed it up, took it to the UPS store here in St. Catharines. That's sort of where the story goes awry, in that I tracked it, it crossed the border, and then it got to a place called Maumee, Ohio, which is about 250 miles from Springboro, which is where it's actually supposed to go, to a company called Gaston Corporation that actually manufactures the actual pressure vessel for Ninja. Ninja just makes their regulators. Anyways, so it gets to Maumee, Ohio, to their sorting facility, and it sits there. And the tracking shows it doesn't move for about a week. So I phone up UPS, and they tell me, well, sorry, you didn't actually pay for the shipping, so the person that did, they have to launch the trace, which I thought was pretty poor CS on UPS's part, especially given the fact that, I'm the one that owns the tank. It says that specifically in the forms that they have, what are you sending? And it shouldn't really matter who paid for it. Either party should be able to launch a trace, but that's another matter. I'll get to that, in another video, and I'll touch on UPS. Anyways, so it doesn't move. So I contacted Nate over at Ninja. Absolutely great guy. Really stepped up to the plate. He got a trace on it for me. They found out, yes, it actually had been lost. Literally to this day, there's no idea where my original tank was. Nobody has any clue. So that happened. A little bit of time goes by. They contact the bottle manufacturer because they weren't sure whether it had showed up and it just hadn't tracked or whatever. And then a little bit more time goes by, a couple more days. I get an email after they had contacted the bottle manufacturer and let them know from Courtney Niles, who actually is, I'm assuming, a rep or something else over at Gaston, who actually makes the bottles, as I mentioned a moment ago. So she says to me, well, no problem. That really sucks to hear it. We do have a replacement bottle ready to go for you. We just need to know what kind of regulator you have. So I reply back to her. I have just, standard regulator. I didn't get one of the Ninja Pros or the 1200 PSI special built or anything like that. Just standard. I think it's a 750, 400, and I can't remember what the other setting is. I think there's 3 settings on this particular regulator with different shims. So that that gets done. Dave Schmidt sends me an email from Gaston Corporation, gives me a tracking number by UPS, and I actually get my tank in the mail. It was about an hour and a half ago from when I made this video. So I take a look at the tank, and my original tank, as you'll see in my first video, was April of 2012, and I purchased it in May. Now, when I got this tank, it actually shows, and I'm not sure if you can see the hydro there, but it is an 0312 tank. So it's actually an earlier tank than I had, but it's a month. I'm not going to split hairs too much. But I got to say, once again, Nate really stepped up to the plate. Firstly, I emailed Courtney at Gaston, just let her know. I also PM'd the Ninja Paintball account on MCB. And then I just gave Nate a quick phone call. He looked into it, and what he said to me was, well, since Gaston had never received your original cylinder, they replaced it with a cylinder that was closest to what you had. So they had cylinders that they had made up that had been hydro tested and had been reworked with the new gel formulation that were hydroed back, would be in March of this year. And since they're still 5-year hydro a month, like I said, it's not going to make a big difference. So just to sort of sum it all up, like I said, Nate, he stepped up to the plate. He did all sorts of running around, contacted Gayston numerous times, dealt with UPS, all sorts of different things on my behalf. Meanwhile, I'm kind of freaking out because I thought I've just lost a $200 tank and I have to go buy a new one and all sorts of other deals. So, just to sort of put that to rest, I got a brand new tank. Well, not brand new, but new to me. Basically the exact same as I had before, 50-45, 40. It's the black tank, same as I had before in my other video. Now it's just a month older. Big whoop-de-doo. It's still going to get me into 2017, which, and hey, hydro is cheap. It's $30 or so to have it done at any number of places. Or I'll probably just ship it back to Ninja and have them do it, and come back to me, recertified. Anyways, though, just to sum it all up, if you're looking for great tanks, great CS, and guys that are really going to step up to the plate if you have issues, you know what? Go buy a Ninja tank. I'm not kidding. Hit up any number of local retailers. If you're in Canada, Badlands. If you're down in my area, you probably already know this, but you can pick them up at, I think, Select Paintball stocks them. I believe DMZ does, though I haven't been to their store in a little bit. I haven't had time to go downtown, obviously. There's a couple of other places I can think of off the top of my head that would stock them too, sort of around the web or on eBay or whatever else. But point is if you're looking for a great tank at a great price that is extremely, extremely well backed by warranties and great CS, buy Ninja. Enough said on that. Anyways, that's just my experience with Ninja. You guys have any other concerns, comments, questions? By all means, feel free to shoot me a PM on YouTube, shoot me a PM on MCB, email me, do whatever you want. I'm more than happy to talk about my experience and sort of let you know this is what you can expect. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you've enjoyed sort of my summary of my experiences with Ninja. Bye.